Link engaged.
Visit us at teamspeak.com.
Welcome back to TL Open number 16, sponsored by TeamSpeak. We're back here on Metalopolis with the familiar TVP at the 9 o'clock. The blue Terran is sixjax.MajOr, and at the 6 o'clock we have a red Protoss, which is blank blank iNkA, free agent iNkA.
Absolutely, and he's gonna playing as hard as he can to actually impress teams. To actually
sponsors are what? The scouts are out there.
Yeah, the scouts are out. All eyes are on him. Because honestly, there are almost no players who are not organized in teams and have contracts by now.
Right.
So he is a very interesting player for a lot of people, I think.
So TLO, now I know your fan base is growing. You get a lot of signatures. I saw after you did the relay race at MLG, you ran barefoot and then you didn't even blink an eye and you were signing autographs. So why don't you go ahead and tell people out there where they can get more of you, drop some Twitter on us and some links where we can follow you.
Absolutely. You can follow me on Twitter. It's basically Twitter/Dario Wunsch, which is my name and nobody probably knows how to spell it at all. Somebody took Liquid TLO before me, like on every single page on the planet.
Oh, damn.
We are trying to get Liquid TLO back into Twitter, but just look on my Facebook page because there my name is Dario TLO. Because I was actually retarded. You can rename your Facebook private page, so you can exit it easier. That is actually called Liquid TLO. Because I wanted to change it for my page and I wasn't looking right, and now you can never ever change it again. And now I'm probably getting tons of thousands of stalkers on my page because I told you, but it doesn't matter.
Alright, so so there it is. That's how you can find him, and that's how you can find his private page, so everyone go over there. As we see a pretty standard build here by iNkA. He's got his gateway just about to complete. Gonna mine out of that assimilator. He's doing some good harassment. A lot of these SCVs in the orange, getting that probe out, recharging the shields, and then going in to harass some more. Gosi Terran or sixjax.MajOr not overly affected by that. He's pulled off SCVs to defend. Now got that Marine out, and that's first blood.
Oh, and he takes out the probe.
And iNkA realizing it's single. Did it again. Played with this
Always so hurtful, especially for pool role players, to lose a unit like that. We want to play perfect.
Yeah, and it's more of a mental hit than actual, a game hit.
Yeah, especially when I was much more unexperienced players. I think I already lost games when I screwed up my split at the beginning because I was like, oh my god, I'm so far behind. and then you keep thinking about for 5 minutes, I might as well just GG right away. I did that when I was really young. I just GG'd when I messed up my split.
Play perfectly until I mess up and then I GG.
Yes.
See, actually a Zealot out here first for iNkA, going up to 2 assimilators. MajOr did the little run around with his SCV, so he's going to be aware that there's 2 gas out. He's got his factory started. He's got concussive shells out, but I believe he has any Marauders actually out on the field. He's got 1 now, but not a big army here out for MajOr to really warrant getting that concussive shell out so early.
No, he's just being present a little bit on the map. It's nice to have concussive shells so early on, just in case sometimes Protoss walks out with a single Stalker, being a little bit too careless.
Right. Yeah, and you can just tag it with that shell and completely shut it down. We see iNkA going with the 1 gateway Robo. See how he follows it up. He's probably going to drop a 2nd gateway. There it goes. And MajOr, meanwhile, completing the wall off with 3 supply depots. He's got his factory completed. Now, how does he follow this up?
I would not be surprised about a starport and an early drop play once again, but iNkA will be aware of it and be in good shape to be reflecting any early harass.
Yeah, MajOr recalling the army now, bringing it back into the main base. We've got iNkA sending that probe out to the eastern side. Let's see if he controls the tower. No. Probably going to drop a proxy pylon around the 3rd base of Gosi Terran. MajOr now dropping that command center to get his expansion going. And as you mentioned, starport about to complete, so drop play definitely a possibility. But it looks like he's freeing up that tech lab, so he may be going Banshees, which I find surprising considering he got in there. And now he's scanned, so can't be a Banshee.
Considering, yeah, no, it must be a Raven.
Raven, yes it is.
I'm really divided about early Raven play, to be honest. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm not sure about is smart at all. Like, I can always see Protoss just getting a third base like now. But
Right.
you know what I mean, right? You don't really have a lot of potential at the beginning. It's nice, like it's an extremely powerful unit, but I don't see timings working out as well as you would like it to be.
Yeah, that's true. I completely agree with you. I think there's some all-in one base timings, but if you're going to expand and you get this quick Raven out, you don't really have the backbone to support stopping someone who's going to take a third base, as you mentioned.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, so Observer gets chased out. That's always a little bit nice, but he's probably even going to be returning from another angle just to see what's going on because the Raven can't be everywhere.
Looks like Major's going to follow up with a Banshee, so he may be doing this kind of point defense drone infantry with a few Banshees really dealing the damage above it.
Absolutely, and there's something really dangerous coming up. iNkA built a shuttle, and he's coming out with all his units, while Major has a really, really small amount of units actually. Doing an elevator job.
Yeah. And that does not look too effective as he drops the Guardian Shield. Force Field's going off. Oh my god, getting a lot of value out of this. SCV is dancing around trying to get in there. The Banshee's out. More Force Fields going off, completely isolating the retreat path for those SCVs, the Marauder and Marines, trying to deal damage. But I can't believe how much value iNkA is getting out of this, and this may end the game.
Absolutely, completely
wow.
Thrown out of the game by the warp. That's a beautiful play by iNkA. Even getting
sick.
an expansion, it was no all-in whatsoever, and that is a problem we were mentioning with the Raven. It just does nothing for you in a really long time.
Wow, I can't believe that game went from 0 to 100 to over in 5 seconds, and beautiful play by iNkA, just realizing that option was there for him to take.
I think he was a little bit surprised by it himself, not returning a GG, but actually saying ruffle, and I think he didn't know what was going on himself, didn't expect to just win the game there.
That does happen every once in a while, where you expect to move in, deal a little bit of harassment damage to give yourself map control, and then you just kill him. What?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So very quick, game number 1 there. For all that we said about Major, where he does these solid builds, he doesn't do anything special. I find it surprising that he went for that quick Raven and just got broken that easily.
Yeah, I'm surprised myself. Don't know. Don't know what he did there.
Let's put it behind us and pray to the stream gods for a better second game. We've got sixjax.MajOr going to be able to choose from the TL Open map pool here. Looks like he's decided to take game number 2, this TVP, over to Shattered Temple. What are your thoughts of this as a Terran player?
Shattered Temple. I think it's a really Terran favoring map in TV in one way, but a really Protoss favoring map in another way. First of all, you have a really, really open middle. You have a lot of flanking possibilities. You even have like some cliffs in the middle. Well, that's better for Protoss, I guess, for Colossus in some ways, but also nice for Vikings. And you can take a really nice second base. You don't have like any backdoors or second paths to your base, and you can take a really easy third base, giving you a really strong mid game. You can drop easily as well. You have a big main plateau. You can swing around from a lot of sides to nice harassment. But it is really easy for Protoss to just play an insane turtle style and getting 4 bases really easily. Not really engaging Terran ever, but trying to get that perfect Protoss army that is yet so hard to be countered as the Terran in the late game, and most people don't really know how to deal with it yet. If you just get that insane unit composition of Templar, Colossus, 3/3 upgrades.
Yeah, and one of the things we've been pointing out in past games, especially on Tal'Darim Altar, is the spawn positions are going to dictate how the game plays out so much, and I think that's true on Shattered Temple yet again. If they spawn cross positions, very easy for iNkA to play a little bit defensively, get his Colossi out and harass a little bit, get those 3 and 4 bases and play that turtley deathball style you said. However, if they play a style where they share gold or are close by air, then that opens a lot more aggressive drop plays or just aggressive 2-base timings for Gosi.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I dream of?
What's
In
that?
one of the expansions, Protoss, to be given a unit, you can actually do effective shuttle harass again. I might switch back to Protoss then. No, maybe. But I miss it so much, you know. I miss reward drops every single day of my life.
Yeah, actually, I forget who was. It was actually in the TL Open. I forget who it was. It may have been iNkA. I watched him fly in with a Warp Prism and High Templar, and he stormed the entire mineral line, and he didn't kill any SCVs.
Oh my god, that is so sad.
Because Storm finishes so quickly and it's so small.
You can probably just put your SCVs on auto repair and just stay.
Completely negate it. So, as you said, kind of a role reversal turn now. The harassing race with those medevac drops. I think we're gonna move into game number 2. If you're ready, sir.
I am always ready.
He's always ready. Game number 2 coming up right now.